Everyone loves positive people. Everyone loves positive sayings. Like everything will be okay. Everything will get easier. What if I told you that these positive sayings and just in general, this positive mindset is slowing you down in growth? In fact, it's actually not going to help you at all. It'll actually make things worse. The problem that I see today on social media is people always post positive mantras, positive quotes. They just try to show people that they're trying their best to grow and be better people. And there's nothing wrong with this. The problem is when people actually believe everything will just work out if you just constantly repeat these things to yourself. It sounds to me like people are faking it till they make it. That doesn't work in growth. Here's an example that I'm going to paraphrase. Don't ever regret being nice to someone who didn't deserve it. Okay. Well, the problem with this is that you're placing the blame on somebody else. So when I heard this, it was through a person who had just broken up with their significant other. Even in this relationship, even if you did everything right and the person did everything wrong, you're still at fault. Why? Because you let yourself be taken advantage of. You let yourself be manipulated. There needs to be some blame on yourself. I don't know if it's because you have a low self-esteem or maybe you're just desperate and you don't want this person to leave your life. But placing the blame on somebody just like that, that's not how growth works. In growth, you need to be extremely honest with yourself. Placing the blame, that'll only take you so far. You need to be honest with yourself if you ever want to grow, if you ever want to heal. You cannot blame anybody for your past. I mean, yes, you do blame some people at times, and you need to learn how to forgive them, but there needs to be equal blame on yourself, and that's just a stone cold truth. Okay, next one, my personal favorite. It gets worse before it gets better. Okay, this is the problem with this quote. You're basically downplaying the seriousness of growth. If you know anything about growth, you know that growth gets hard, more difficult to just plain out ugly and unbearable. So yes, that quote does make some sense because eventually you move on from your past traumas, and you do make peace with your past. So it does make sense, but it's completely downplaying the seriousness of growth, and that's what gets under my skin. Okay, then we have our universal quotes that apparently will heal us all, that'll make us all happy. And it goes something like, we tend to forget that happiness doesn't come as a result of getting something we don't have, but rather of recognizing and appreciating what we do have. Very nice. Very touching. Okay. Now imagine you're walking down the street. You look up, it's a 10-story building. You see a person about to jump off. They're about to commit suicide. Are you going to tell them, we tend to forget that happiness doesn't come as a result of getting something we don't have, but rather of recognizing and appreciating what we do have? That's not going to work. That's not going to take away their depression. That's not going to get them off the ledge. Understand that, people. Okay, now there are some people that just believe respecting each other, trying your best to be a good person will turn you into a good person. Once again, you're faking it till you make it. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with love and respect and just being good to each other. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you try to be positive instead of working on yourself and being honest with yourself, you're holding yourself back. There's a wrestler, a pro wrestler by the name of Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace. One of the best to ever lace up the boots, and he's just a legend. He's very beloved and respected. So what he would do after his match, he would go in the back. He would look over his match again. He never was happy with the results. Even if the match was amazing, even if the fans loved it, he would find some way, any flaw, and just tell himself, look, I need to get better. That constructive criticism is what we need, not positive sayings. And I know that does sound brutal. It's mental torture. But you need this mindset if you're ever going to go through growth. There's no way around it. You can't just downplay the seriousness of this, man. You need to be your worst critic. You need to be honest with yourself. Now, I'm not saying trash yourself, say that you're crap, that you're trash. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just be honest with yourself. Know that, okay, this is the reason why I'm miserable. This is the reason why I feel embarrassed, why I have anxiety. That's what I'm saying. Be honest with yourself. Don't just tell yourself, yeah, I'm good. I did this today. I think positive. Everything will just work out. Never gonna work. So pretty much you got to be your own, what's his name? Gordon Ramsay, the chef from Hell's Kitchen. You got to be like that. There are some positive sayings that I see a couple of friends post, and I do agree with them, but I don't have any for this video because you don't need them. All you need is your willingness to grow. Constructive criticism, that's basically all you really need. So I will repeat this one more time. If you get anything from this video, just realize that you need to take growth seriously. You need to be honest with yourself, and you need to be willing to put in the work in growth. So yes, that is the video. If you like it, share it. Share it with those people on social media that you see always posting positive stuff. Have it ruin their day with some hard, stone cold truth. But ruin their day out of love, because sometimes we need to be slapped upside the head and realize that we're doing something wrong. And of course, if you think I'm wrong, that's perfectly fine. You can tell me in the comment section why I'm wrong. I'm open to discussions, not arguments, because then it'll get ugly. Just a friendly debate. I want to know your opinion if you really think I'm wrong. With that said, I will be posting another video up at least once a week. I have plenty of topics, so quick shout out to my friends for giving me some ideas. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. And thanks for watching.